Hey guys, Nate here. Welcome back to some more Fallout New Vegas Old World Blues. In the last episode, I kind of finished up exploring Big Mountain. Currently at the sink, I'm going to install these modules that I've found into everyone, and then we're going to finish up the quest line. Upgrade holotape received, upgrading water purification functionality. Any empty bottle converted to a bottle of purified water.
You've been working with that biological research station, haven't you? I suppose you'll want to clean up.
I'm okay.
Come back anytime you want a drink or to get clean.
Ooh, baby. Let's turn off the lights and turn on the lights.
No, thank you. I appreciate the offer, though. Upgrade holotape received. Upgrading to mood light functionality. +2 charisma, +5 barter, +5 speech for 12 hours after initial exposure.
Hi again, sweetie.
Don't do it.
Bye now.
I will not hit on a light switch. Upgrade holotape received. Upgrading to smart lights functionality. +2 intelligence, +5 repair, +5 science for 12 hours.
How can I illuminate you?
Okay.
Certainly. I'm looking forward to it.
Nothing for Blind Diode Johnson. Anti-communist book shoot. Upgrade holotape received. Upgrading secondary materials mulching functionality. Pencils and clipboards are processed into lead, spare parts, and duct tape.
Greetings, citizen. Ready to receive seditious materials.
No, you're not.
Stay loyal, citizen.
And what was the last thing? Muggy. Upgrading parts production functionality. Supply of energy cells, megafusion cells, and scrap electronics available once per day.
Oh, please, please tell me you brought me some coffee cups.
Yes.
Oh, sweet, sweet fulfillment. I'll break these down for you just as fast as I can.
Coffee mugs. I remember I did that to make him happy. Okay, so I can put these somewhere. Where can I put this? In the suitcase? Oh, I thought I was gonna... Oh, I didn't think I was gonna have anything else to do. Really quickly, I just want to put this stuff away. And the Fat Man little boy kid, I'll keep that. Alright, what's field research? It won't tell me. It's a secret. Find all the auto samples for the Jeep. Oh. Oh, you suck. Oh. Oh. It's at the Forbidden Zone dome entrance. Okay, since I'm at the sink, let me just, let Dr. Klein know that, I've gotten everything. Haven't made a save in a while, let's do that. Dr. Klein! Can I go up here? They want to attack me? Dr. Klein.
I can hear your penis-tipped feet tromping around.
It's okay.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
I did. I'd be honored if I could hear any knowledge the think tank had to share in the sciences. Quest added, picking your brains. You all seem knowledgeable in your fields. No doubt there's much you can share with me. Chat with Dr. O, introduce yourself to Dr. Dalla, say hello to Dr. Boris. Carefully. Speak to Dr. 8, if you can. You seem like the one in charge. You are? Who is Dr. Mobius? Why do I have this strange passive sensation in here? What is this place? I'd like to know about the Forbidden Zone. Can you tell me about these pylons? I have some questions about this brain extraction you all performed. So I got a lot of stuff I can talk to him about. Let me do that last.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
I already know who he is. Who's Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius was Not the horrifying creature you saw up on the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us. A friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
These mechanical robo-scorpions consume intelligence? Are you certain of your findings? Robo-scorpions drain intelligence from living creatures. How? Chems?
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical.
I'm not sure I got that one. Why do I have this strange passive sensation in here?
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting,
Oh my God.
or asking questions, apparently. Have to correct that next time.
You're not touching me.
Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain. Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub.
But I like to fight. Why the anti-aggression programming?
We had to take precautions after the last visitors. They caused a great deal of damage in a short time. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight.
Who were these visitors? I think I know.
Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains.
Jeez. I'm getting all the quests that I thought I wasn't gonna get. What is this one? Ask Dr. O about the attack on the think tank. What is this place?
This is the think tank. The nerve center of Big Mountain. The greatest research center known to man, and to us. Here we test and test and test some more in the name of science.
Aperture.
Atomic power, nuclear power, and scientific power.
I've heard this place called the Big Empty.
Yes, because the intellectually challenged see an M and a T next to each other and take Occam's razor to it.
Thank you.
While you are here, you will refer to this place properly, and you will do the same with the other scientists here.
Okay, now I know it's Big Mountain. I'd like to know about the Forbidden Zone.
That glowing red scar? That laser lobotomy canyon maze carved in the landscape as if by some child?
Yes.
It is Mobius's fortress. From that hemorrhoidal fissure, he sends his amazing robo-scorpions to terrify and irritate us. He always tended to the dramatic.
Can you tell me more about these pylons?
Ask Boros. I believe he knows more about the fence than any brain. Except maybe Mobius. Mobius was involved in their construction, if I recall. But he's such a hack, he probably was reading off Boros' notes and schematics.
I have some questions about this brain extraction you all performed.
Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto-dock runs on remote. But we programmed it, or Mobius did.
You're telling me the antagonist touched me?
This new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. I mean, we predicted we'd have a breakthrough eventually, but Dala knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite
Circumcision?
sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why.
You said before that Mobius might have my brain.
Yes, In all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code. Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear.
Oh, wait. If it's in the programming to go to Mobius, that means I'm gonna have to fight my brain. Oh, God. What's this Autodoc surgery code you mentioned? Mobius said the Autodoc medical routine, so you think he's responsible for the post-organ dump? Why would he want my brain?
Mobius's legacy code was in the old Autodoc. Yes, it fried itself after your procedure, so he couldn't tell for sure.
Thanks.
It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing how the breakthrough occurred. Even if we installed another chip, the information is lost.
Mobius set up the Autodoc medical routines. You think he's responsible for the post-organ dump?
Yes, always leaves back doors into things. Have to keep finding them and closing them. The Autodoc is now erased of his routines. It was thorough. Only Mobius would know for sure what happened with the procedure. Perhaps. Well, and your brain, of course, it would know as well.
I'm pretty sure I'd have to talk to my brain. Come on, brains can't talk. Well, most brains. What do you mean? My brain would know?
It can communicate the procedure when we examine it. It is conceivable to trace its surgical scalpel prints once we have the brain. Might take some time, but your brain has no pain nerves to scream at us while we dissect it. Convenient. I detest screaming in my lab.
Why would Mobius want my brain?
Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad.
What are your findings?
Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings.
I've recovered all the technological information.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Do these technologies have the information you need? Alright, glad that you received the schematics. So genius, what now? Do they have the information you need?
Yes. Yes. Yes,
Yes, what?
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
Do you even know what these technologies do? Why did you have me get them if you don't know what they would... if you don't know how they would help? I'm going to advance my boot into your voice module if you don't give me some solid data. Why would you have me get them?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes, so let me... a bit, huh? I'll figure it out.
Klein. Look, the antenna focuses brainwave patterns, right? The antenna, any chance was damaged or broke the X2 array once removed? Would the suit's dampening abilities allow me to sneak into the forbidden zone? Maybe the frequency in the sonic emitter's sonic key of sorts, like an electronic lockpick? Brainwave patterns... Brainwave patterns.
Yes, that's what I believe I said.
And the suit's a cardiac regulator, and the sonic frequency it's a spinal vibrator?
I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit,
Oh
the
my God.
antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves.
Not like I said that or anything. Yes.
I'm thinking. This is all very complicated. Let me check something. Of course. I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency, and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
Don't these items seem more biologically focused than that, though? The cardiac, spinal, and brainwave aspects of this tech, couldn't they heal me?
Heal you? What, put you back together like some giant, hard-boiled, yum-yum deviled egg? I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression. The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
I thought so. I'm competent enough. 8? Wait, is 8 the broken one? Yes, 8's the broken one. Okay. Boros?
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
The anti-communist... bull crap. It's just funny sometimes. Animal. Just call me an animal. Do you always get this dramatic? Animal.
Yes, animal. Hormones, pores, glands, all wrapped up in skin. Who knows what terrifying secrets lie beneath your epidermis? Scalpels shall tell us your secrets, even if we must cut deep for such knowledge. I was head of my biology class at American High, you know.
I encountered your pet in X8 and had to kill it.
So, you put down Gabe. Thank you. A scamp, but really, his highly augmented combat programming could have proved meddlesome. In any event, thank you for putting him down. One last test subject to catalog and sort. Clearly a failure of Doggy's cybo-engineering.
Who are you? What do you do here?
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors.
Please, God, no.
The happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
You're responsible for... Wait, you're responsible for cazadors?
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
What makes you think they haven't escaped? Contained at Big Mountain? Those things are all over the Mojave.
No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
I don't think they're sterile. They breed alright.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
Yes, please. That would make so much sense. You might make, I don't know. Go ahead, you might make me more fertile and pregnant. No, that's alright, trust me.
Oh, that's too bad. Perhaps we can perform a sterility castration some other time then.
I'm good. I had other questions.
Submit your questions. I shall respond with deadly answers.
This guy. I want to know more about Mobius in the Forbidden Zone.
The malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues us all. His hunger for power, insatiable. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone, his terrifying Robo-Scorpion army clicks and whirs across the crater of Big Mountain, ever seeking, ever stinging. He must be stopped, or all of Big Mountain shall be destroyed.
Tell me about this radar fence around the crater.
The radar fence protects us all. If evidence is correct, the one who built it is me. It keeps anything with a disembodied brain inside, like us, and anything without a brain also inside. It is the ultimate defense against communist aggression.
Oh, jeez.
There'll be no infectious ideas on my watch.
Free thinking is illegal now. That means you're trapped here.
Trapped? Nonsense! We are secure here from evil philosophies.
So trapped.
Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied in American high school, I have dreamed of such security as the fence. That and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Marcus and Betsy Bright.
Beef.
Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party.
Awkward. Don't you want to leave here? But there's a whole world beyond this place.
No! Beyond is death, despite mounting evidence to the contrary. No matter where these strange humans wander in from with their ideas and new brains, there is nothing beyond Big Mountain.
How do you explain how I got here? Evidence to the contrary?
Enough! Stop filling my precious brain cell units with irrelevant data. You sound like the other visitors, making wild claims of a world beyond, where there is a war beyond war. It is unproven and unthinkable.
Because it never changes.
Bother the other doctors with your crackpot theories. I have no time. None of us do.
I need to ask you about things, though. What does Klein want? Why does Klein want these particular technologies?
There is logic and purpose in it. If these technologies are needed to pierce the Forbidden Zone, so be it. Science is powerful, and in the right hands, our hands, if we had hands, we would be nigh unstoppable.
Can you tell me about the big mountain?
It is our home, threatened by the horrors of Mobius. All we wish to do is continue our research. layer upon layer, above and beneath the floor of the crater, until we have our answers. But no, Mobius will not let us rest, scaring us with his scary robots with their laser tails and blowing up all the time.
Just me. Why have you leveled the place? I saw the expanse from the balcony. You made a mess of this landscape. This crater looks like it's been tag teamed by giant... I wish I could be Cass. Why have you leveled this place?
It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but we no longer have the luxuries of our test cities. Then we lost the mountain.
Yeah.
After the explosion, we couldn't find it anymore. So the crater became our testing grounds for science.
So shouldn't it be the Big Empty? What was this explosion?
Boom! Yes, quite unexpected and embarrassing. All better now after the landscaping, though. Much more pleasing to our monitors. And the crater helps keep everything inside, because it is bowl-shaped.
Test cities?
Yes. In the past, individuals would come to us, pay for technology, and if their town, community, or city was just right, we could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tec was much better at it, of course. We had to make do. Get permission. Sometimes. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard, so we captured enough commies to make cities of our own. So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Those were the days. But the true test was science on unsuspecting Americans. Whether it was holograms, new autodocs, toxins, vending machines, we wound them up, let them go into tiny, isolated towns. Then we observed.
So they're worse than Vault-Tec? Okay.
Until next time, then. Provided there is a next time. For any of us.
I think I talked to him about what I was supposed to talk to him about. Say hello to Dr. Burroughs carefully. Okay. I'm gonna try speaking to 8 now. Can you speak? Do you understand me? Your voice module got damaged, I heard, in an attack. Blasting me with staticky clicks isn't helpful. I have no idea what you're saying right now. The attack. He looks sad. Is that a yes or a no? Or a yes-no? You better not be cussing me out right now. That, is too bad. Or good. Or something. Can I ask you some questions? I'm pretty sure you can understand me. I want some answers. Can I ask questions? Your damaged voice module, can you tell me about the attack? I didn't catch that. Maybe part of the damage? Huh. I wonder if I can fix it. That's mean. Oh, it's a long one. I want to have a conversation with him, but I don't know if I can fix this. Alright, calm down. I didn't mean to give you nightmares. Didn't mean to alarm you. Can you tell me what the technology Klein wants? You sound agitated, or you're percolating, or something. I swear your brain tank thing just sparked. Wait, after listening a bit, that's Robco Termlink protocol you're broadcasting, right? Your remaining characters and patterns of 8, bracketed with tone adjustments at the end. Well, I just heard the rhythm and the sequence is all. I have an ear for it, I suppose. Oh! I have an ear for it, I suppose. Nice pun on the header file, ref. I agree. If someone would take the time, you're more than just sound effects in a tank. Can it be hacked? It'll only take a second to violate your rights and make your... Whoa! If that's terminal code, don't worry, I'm not going to take advantage of your exposed code. That got dark very fast. Oh, I gained karma. Oh, I'm talking with him. Not a problem, I know what it's like to be experimented on. About when I first arrived, tell me you didn't sound-jaculate into my sonic emitter. Well, there had to be some other way to fire it up. Can we at least talk it over next time? Nothing to be embarrassed about, it's just that it's best to keep that stuff private, you know? I usually take a fusion cell and oscillate its charge, vibrate for like an hour. Nothing to be embarrassed about. So many wrong things about this game. Now that we know each other, can you tell me about the sonic emitter? See, the interesting thing is it's like talking to Christine, except I actually have an ear for it, because apparently my character knows sign language and Robcode Termlink code. Really? Huh. It's like talking to Bumblebee. No, I've been there. Higgs Village, right? Your house is there? Well, I didn't rob your place, but it's that big hangar in the middle of the crater, so... Higgs Village. So there's an emitter code in your house in Higgs? Oh, 2 codes. One for the jukebox and one for the opera. Nice. I'll keep an eye out. I may have already picked up both. I grab almost everything that's not nailed down. Fan of the opera, huh? Alright, the jukebox is installed in the sink. Got it. I think I picked them up already. I got the emitter fully upgraded. I'm happy too. Can't let this thing gather dust. It's a little slow to fire, but the force field disabling frequency is handy. I'd rather be honest. Are you okay? You look really happy. Don't sound-jaculate on me. You should be proud. It's a nice device. Oh. Good. Don't want it to run out. You're right. I'll be going now. What do you know?
You're my best friend forever.
I'm not talking to you right now. What do you know? I got a conversation with Dr. 8.
Specimen to so boldly walk
Jeez.
into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you
Oh God, please.
indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
The quick scribe jumped over the lazy paladin.
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming words, both revolting and somehow...
I need to back up.
How does it
I need to
feel
back up.
have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue.
Dala.
Like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's mouthal cavity.
Stop it. You make a mouth sound so It seems to me you have more biological needs than your counterparts.
What? Nonsense.
Get to the bottom of Dala's biological fascination. Close eyelids, breathe deeply, then stretch languidly. Turn and cough roughly, then scratch nose. Run your hands along the sides of your face, then exhale rep. Is this sign language? Breathe deeply.
What? What are you doing?
I didn't do anything.
Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography? Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
Jesus, Dala. You're all a bunch of hypocrites claiming superiority, but you miss being human, admit it. Why don't you just give in? There's nothing wrong with looking at the human body.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
I could come back in any time and just breathe if you want.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my jaw might run over.
This is
If
weird.
you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I can't. I want to take my headphones off. I don't want to. Stop. Please stop. Oh, God.
Loop. Whew. Last little bit there. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
God. I don't feel comfortable anymore. I don't want to talk to her anymore. Jesus. I shouldn't have used my lady charms. Why did you remove my brain? And wait, let me back up first. Let me back up first. I was pretty close to Dala.
And you return as curious as a teddy bear.
Looping gesture of greeting.
Looping, yes. It is a scientific fact that hormones drive a percentage of lobotomites into recursive behavior patterns.
Or they just want to talk
We haven't
after they
researched
backed up.
this, as my colleagues care little about the behavior patterns of lobotomites once their brains are removed. It is why so many are littered around the facility, like skinvelopes, discarded after they are peeled open and the contents extracted.
What recursive behavior patterns are you talking about?
It varies according to the number and density of lobotomites that have infected an area. In 43% of observed cases, true lobotomites left alone will fight for dominance or inject bodily fluids into each other's orifices. Unsanitary. I have tried to observe more cases, but subjects seem unwilling to release bodily fluids in my presence.
I feel strange in here, peaceful but on edge. Can you tell me about Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius. A monstrous brain creased with wrinkles of 1,000 evils, with but one jaundiced eye with which to perceive the world. Exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain in recorded memory, and perhaps differences in research methodology. His one terrible eye forever peers at us, an eye of ever-increasing magnification. He watches from his dome in the Forbidden Zone, spying on us all.
Can you tell me about the big mountain?
This mountain, now crater, encompasses the sum total of knowledge of humankind. It is Big Mountain, where all questions can be answered. You'll see. No matter what your questions, Big Mountain will provide the answers, as it has done for so many before you.
Previous test subjects?
Oh yes, we've had other subjects visit. It's why we had to calibrate the pacification field and warm up our brainial beams and vivisectors. Only a short time ago, we had 3-1 subjects arrive, and they ruined several experiments, and even injured 2 of our staff.
What does that mean?
It is a shame their brains left with them. With you, however, we have taken precautions to ensure that problem won't repeat itself.
Chill, Dala.
We've conditioned you so you can't speak of this place, discuss our secrets, or attempt to use force against us in any way. Isn't that nice?
I don't think I would have anyway. Just the people who play the game and they're like Satan. Why'd you say 3-1 subjects before?
Because 3-1 is 2. 2 spoke to us, one after the other. One mean, one curious. But there was a third we didn't speak to. The last one is the -1. It got traumatized, then taken to one of our medical centers for de-traumatization. A rather unsettling procedure.
Christine. What happened with the other visitors?
Ask Dr. O. And you could have asked 8 once, until he was severely damaged in the attack. We like him better this way.
How's that I can talk to him?
An interrogation. How fascinating. Please begin.
I kind of asked Klein all this stuff. We've spoken enough.
Until our next interaction, my intriguing little lobotomite.
To get Dala a human body. Oh?
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in think tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
You're Dr. O, correct?
Oh? Oh, yes. I'm not going to bother correcting you. At least you got the doctor part correct. I can be grateful for that, at least. Stop the presses. Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco tech on your arm? It is. What's your agenda bringing that in here?
What, my Pip-Boy?
How dare you bring Robco tech in here?
Oh, God.
What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
We can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
I don't think I'll worry you by telling you what House and his robots have been up to since.
Worry about House? Why would I do this? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, streaming his last remaining bodily fluids into jars.
Oh.
And him and his dirty girl bots. Don't even get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
Calm down, just wanted to ask some questions.
Fine. Ask.
I heard you and 8 were attacked by previous visitors.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
Huh. Elijah. Tell me what happened.
This human, I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese.
His advanced layer.
When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now, but...
Who were the others, even though I have a pretty good idea?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Ulysses, why is that?
Klein knows things we don't.
He
And I think
came
he told some of those
and
things
went.
to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
I asked Dr. Klein about the conversation that he had with the last visitor to the Big Empty. Do you have another name?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Are you sure? I'm a good listener. Got the ears for it.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after colostodiuretics. Okay, so my name isn't O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
If they kept confusing the letter with the number, your name is Dr. Zero. Dr. Zero?
Yes, thank you. 0. I am 0. How hard is that? A narrow, thin 0.
I don't know. O sounds more impressive. Alright, so you want me to call you Dr. Zero, or...
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
If you wanted to differentiate the O and O, just put a slash to the 0.
What?
0, draw a slash through it. It's standard Kremlin coded to distinguish the 2. Are you seriously confused by this, or are you messing with me? It's standard Kremlin coded to distinguish the 2.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually.
I'm smarter than all of you.
Who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
No. Wow. Wow. So is that what you want to be? I have no idea how you incompetence rather this long. So is that what you want to be?
Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. O is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
Well, that's power in 0. It reduces anything multiplied against it to 0. Or you may want to stick with O, as in the O of discovery. Maybe you should dispense with the names and focus on the accomplishments. Well, there's power in 0. It reduces anything multiplied against it to 0.
Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. They make a 0 in all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
This is why you come to DLCs with a bunch of perks. So, Zero, got any amazing discoveries to share?
You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at this. Just, built it. Amazing, isn't it?
Scrap electronics. Certainly is interesting, whatever it once was.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
I need more of these worthless caps to test the CIU water functions upstairs. I think we've spoken long enough.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
Did I finish his what's in a name quest? Yes, I did. Since this seems to be a talking episode, I'll go ask client, where's my gun go? Oh, yeah.
Have you done all we asked? If not, we will not hesitate to ask again.
I have to ask things to you.
What are you doing back?
Shut up. I heard one of your previous visitors to the dome spoke to you, asked you some questions.
Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left us some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
Okay.
Yes, a most goodbye.
There seems to be a few more quests that we're going to do before we complete Old World Blues. And are they both in Higgs Village? Try to find any trace of Gabe. There's apparently one at the Forbidden Zone dome entrance. I might get that later. So I think we'll just go here. But, oh, that's probably Mobius. But I think I'll do it next episode. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Oh, I can just go to Big Empty from here. Like it if you did. If you did, really enjoyed it. Subscribe for more from Gamers on Diesel Mode. And, oh, God, no. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I got a perk that shows my, ow, okay, they're really tough now. There's a subdivision of Mark 6 robots. That is just great. I killed one. Ow. Just stop, please. I'd rather fight Night Stalkers.
Cessation of hostility complete.
Anyway, that perk shows me a health and damage threshold. But, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like it if you did. Fade if you really enjoyed it. Subscribe for more from Gamers on Diesel Mode. And I will see you in the next episode. Go Shurs.